While some of the arguments this season were very easy to anticipate, such as Malik and Vic, shit popped off with
I surely
Cash and
did.
Vic.
Oh,
What's going on with that? How y'all feeling about each other right now?
you know what? Me and Vic, we have our issues and we have our differences, but I can say that bitch is actually a good friend of mine, and I cherish him. And I'm happy we made up way back in LA when we were at odds, and I'm happy
Right.
we're friends today.
That's good. How about you, Vic? How you feel about Cash right now?
I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff that went on between us was just a mess. But at the end of the day, like, I still like care about Cash, like, regardless of how much he fucking pisses me off sometimes. I still care about him, so we're good for
Right.
now. We'll see.
Well, Malik, being the messy girl that we all know he is, reported back to Vic a conversation that him and Cash had concerning Vic. Cash, how did you feel about Malik coming to you with that information?
I was just like, that's like some crazy ass shit. Why would you go the moment I tell you something, you go back and tell Vic? And it was like a situation where we were
Tell you
laughing.
why.
We were laughing about Vic leaving the call because I was just like, oh, Vic is scared. Like Vic left, he was scared, whatever, da, da, da. And we were just laughing about it. Literally a joke. And Malik went and ran that back to Vic, and it caused me and Vic to get into this huge problem that we were having. And then it makes me seem like I was being fake when really in the moment it was just like a joke. We were laughing about it.
I mean, Vic, did you feel like it was fake when you watched it on the show? I'm just gonna ask. You saw the same conversation I reported to you about. Did you feel like I exaggerated something? Elise?
Vic, girl, what's going on?
Wait, what happened?
I asked
Malik
you.
says, yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, go ahead.
The conversation I reported to you about Cash and what he said you were pussy or whatever. Do you, after you saw it on the show yourself? Did you feel
I did
like
not even say
exaggerated
that.
Wait, hold on. I can't hear him.
Insinuated it.
You need to repeat that because I didn't hear you.
Okay, I told you about Cash calling you pussy or insinuating that you were, right?
Right.
After you saw it on the episode yourself, do you feel like I exaggerated it, or do you feel like you misunderstood something?
I don't feel like anything was misunderstood in the situation. It was very clear what you told me, and I took that and I delivered.
Now, the reason I told Vic was after I heard Cash's apology the first time, I didn't really catch the part where he said, I'm sorry for the way that you felt. So when later on in the conversation we were talking and something happened and he was like, well, I apologize for the way that you felt, not for what I said. I was like, okay, bitch, fuck you. And then I went and I was texting Vic, and during that, I kind of let it be known that Cash was saying something about him. It came out of spite. It was messy, but hey,
messy
I
ass
didn't lie.
bitch.
I didn't lie.
Yeah, no, he didn't lie. Everything.
I mean, it was a joking. It was in a joking manner. If you watched the episode, we were joking about it, and that's why I was upset with Malik because he went and ran that back when it was a joke.
I'm sorry.
See, I didn't take it as a joke.
I don't think it was a joke.
It was a joke. We were literally laughing about it at the time.
Well, yeah.
It might be funny to you, but I didn't think it was funny, sweetie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Me and Malik thought at the time it was a joke to us, and that's why I was just like, I don't know why.
Well, was it a joke to Malik because Malik repeated it, right?
I mean, it was a joke to me.
Not
and Malik, it was a
That's
joke.
why I popped off.
He was laughing in the time. He was laughing.
Yeah, but sometimes you laugh at shade.
Yeah, but don't try to deflect your like joke.
I'm not deflecting
Malik,
anything.
Malik has nothing to do with it.
I'm not deflecting.
I feel like
I know it came out of my mouth, and it was a joke.
If y'all want my opinion
at the time, I said it was a joke too because it was a joke.
It wasn't that serious, but it wasn't a joke. It was
just
like
annoying
fun
and
shade.
like
it was
we should
fun
just
shade.
move on.
It was fun shade.
No, I just knew Malik was gonna laugh at that, so that's why I was just like, I said what I said.
Child, well.
See, but you got the clown makeup.
Girl, anyway.
Well.
I love Cash.
Okay, I'm good now. EJ, you still here, sis?
Yeah.
Now let's get into you. Because you said that you heard what Cash said to Najee with your own ears.
I did.
Can you tell us verbatim what was said?
I can't tell you verbatim because like that was a while ago, but me and Najee were on the game where we had this little party chat, you know. So Najee put Cash on speaker and
Mhm.
he was
That
talking
sounds great.
about me. He said Vic. He was talking about Vic. That was basically it. He didn't really like. I wouldn't say he like really like attacked, but everything Nike said about what Cash said, Cash did say, and Cash did admit it. I mean, later on in the episode, you hear him say he did say it. So
Ooh.
Well, can we go back to that sucking dick thing, because people seem to think that I'm the one that came up with that, but
Right, since Derek
I'm
is
not.
Well,
The
did it?
one.
Well, aren't you the one that relayed the message and twisted it and said that it was about him sucking dick on a video?
I didn't say all of that. I just said you said something about him sucking dick. Well, I didn't even say your name, but I mean, it's clear that you said it now. So you can go ahead and clear it all up.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But back to what I asked you, how did it come out that somebody said Vic said that he was sucking dick on video? How did that go to Anthony? Because
I didn't
nobody ever
say all
said.
of that. I just said that he said that he was sucking dick, and I thought it had something to do with Vic because y'all said Vic had tea on Anthony. So that
Yeah, and
part
then
I
I said, I said he was sucking dick, and nobody ever said Vic said anything.
well, Vic said he had tea on Anthony, and y'all said something about sucking dick. So of course, I thought that went hand in hand, like obviously.
So this was just
Why?
basically a bunch of
At the
he
end of
said,
the
she
day,
It
said.
was
no. We
it
have to
was
stop that.
Cash doing Cash
Yes.
You're not
things,
finna do that,
basically.
Derek. You are not
What do
finna
you
do that.
mean?
You're
What do
gonna
you
speak.
mean?
You
What
need
do
to
you
speak
mean?
on what happened. Speak
What
on
am I
you said.
speaking on?
why he
The fact that I
telling?
said that he was sucking dick, Cash,
Yeah.
you were just yelling. So don't ask me why am I yelling, bitch.
Who said
The fact
that?
that whoever said it. Anyway, Cash, back to what we're talking about. I said Anthony was sucking dick. You took that, ran with that, and took that to Anthony and said that Vic said something. So why are you asking me to say something
I
about what
want you
he
to
said?
clear up the sucking dick thing. The whole point of the whole thing. Like that's literally what the main point is. You saying he sucked
Cash,
dick. You can't
I
just skip
said
over
he
that.
sucked dick. I'm not skipping over shit. I said he sucked dick. You took it and ran with it. So what do you want me to clear up?
I want you to clarify the whole sucking dick thing. When did you see him sucking
Bitch,
dick?
what is it?
What video
What?
did you
Okay,
see him
first of all,
sucking
I
dick
didn't
in?
see
What
him
are you
sucking
But
dick.
it
I
sounds
said
like it's
he
being
sucked
cleared up
dick.
to me.
No, he
Exactly. So
didn't
what are you
say
asking for?
So
Cash,
I have
bitch.
all the
So if I
messages
can sit
still
up
on my
here and
phone.
say, if I can sit up here, Anthony, share your messages, but hold on one second. If I'm sitting up here and saying like, oh yes, I said Anthony sucks dick, but I didn't say Vic said it, and nobody said Vic said it, bitch, what more do you want me to clear up?
I'm not talking about the whole Vic situation. I'm
Well,
talking
what
about
are you
just
talking
the
about?
fact that you said he sucked dick. Where did you
I
get it
said he
from?
sucked dick. What do you want me else
I'm
to
asking you, where did you
say?
get it from? Like,
Me,
where did you get
bitch.
So
I
you made
said
it up?
he sucks dick.
So you made it up, is what I'm saying, is what you're saying.
Yes, I made a statement about Anthony sucking dick, Cash. Yes.
I'm asking, okay,
What
so you
else do
made
you
it up.
want me to say?
I just wanted to know, where did you get it from? That's it. Like, you made it up. Okay.
Girl.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So instead of asking that, then you took it with it doing Cash things, like I said, and took it and said Vic said it though.
Because in the
Okay, so
moment Vic was
can
on
I
the call and we were
tell you
all talking
something?
about the situation, and somebody said Vic has tea on Anthony. We were talking and you said, oh yeah, because he sucks dick and all that. And so I was thinking, okay, that was part of the tea. So I told Anthony,
Doing Cash things. Malice was
but yeah,
mad.
because that
So
was my friend.
I
So I
have
was
a
going to tell my
side
friend that y'all
view
were
on the
talking shit
situation.
about him. So
What'd you say, Malik?
Okay, I have a side view. So what happened was, okay, I'm gonna put it all out there. Vic had told me and Raekwon something. Okay, it was between us three. That's it. We're gonna leave that here. One day I get on a call. Raekwon and Derek are on the call, and they're just discussing something that was ambiguous. It wasn't like clear what we were talking about, but it was about Anthony. So there was like basically, oh, there's talk that there's tea about Anthony. Somehow Derek was like, oh, I bet it's I feel like this is how it went down, but I feel like Derek was like, oh, I bet it's a video of him sucking dick or something. And that's how it started. But Cash basically delivered the bone. He didn't check. Derek was just making a joke. Let's calm down. Keep going. Anyone else want to speak?
I thought that you guys were exposing some tea about him sucking dick or
You could have
whatever.
asked. You could have asked.
I mean, it was said on the call, so I was just going to my friend and telling him, "Hey, watch out because certain stuff is going to be sold to you, and it happens. Just be
Okay.
aware."
Who the fuck was supposedly sucking dick?
Anthony,
No.
bitch. I made no.
All
Okay,
right,
first of all, bitch,
everybody,
nobody was clearly
shut
sucking
up.
dick.
Everybody, don't say nothing. Anthony,
Yes.
was you sucking dick?
No.
Conversation over. We moving the fuck on, cause y'all motherfuckers gonna go on and on and on about
Okay,
this shit.
Tammy Roman.
And that's it. Now,
Well, GJ, 1 second. Let me say this real quick, and then you can move on. To clear it, nobody ever said it was factual. Okay, nobody ever said that was facts. Nobody ever said that. A girl took it and ran with it and told Anthony that to try to stare Anthony up against the other girls.
No,
Anthony
I went to tell him that because that's my
Hey,
friend, and I was
listen,
telling
man.
him what happened.
Cash, bitch.
Y'all
I'm
take
just-
everything I do in the
Bitch,
negative
you
way.
just said.
I went to go tell my friend.
Okay, GJ, I'm sorry. I
talking
wanted to make
about
another statement. We can move on. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
GJ.
go
Go ahead.
because I was just telling my
Girl.
friend that they were talking about him. Obviously, that's what it
all
was.
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's my girl
Yeah.
Malaysia Fargo in the building. I need Trey active. What's up? Like, get off mute, my mom. It's your time.
Trey, Gary, it's your moment.
So
Not her
it's because
moment.
you're gonna beat, so enjoy
How
it.
do we
Give you a
alert
career.
sis?
Hello, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, now while Trey's
Ooh.
time on the season was very short-lived, he still managed to ruffle the feathers as he went.
Did
Now,
it?
Trey, where do you feel like the beef with you and Malik began?
The beef with Malik, it kind of started like when him and Raekwon had just became best friends, and I just saw it as like, because Raekwon would come back and talk about Malik to me or whatever.
Girl, don't lie. I've never done that.
Raekwon,
Oh,
let him finish.
I
Raekwon, let him finish.
have no
Raekwon,
reason
let
to
him
fucking
Don't
lie.
do that, baby.
I'm
We're
dead.
Malik was
Anyway.
friends. There was no reason for me to talk about him, so don't do that.
Anyways, like I was
Yeah.
saying,
Anyway, like I said, don't do
and
that.
then
But go
Okay.
and then so that whole situation had transpired or whatever, and then it had came down to this post that Tom had made about the real, like the cast or something, and so I just commented under the shit, was like, shit, this not the real cast or something. I said, I don't remember what it was said verbatim or whatever, but then Malik comes up under there and was like, no, this is the original cast or whatever. When me and Malik had a conversation prior to him posting that picture, which was like something about me being a main cast member, even though I really didn't give a fuck that much, but it was just a simple fact that
you gave enough of fuck.
hold on, shut up. Anyway, it was just a simple fact that
Not shut up.
media and tried to, post it, and which it served no purpose. And so Malik called my phone and shit, talking about early in the morning, talking about bitch, fuck you and this and this and that. And I'm like, like,
Period.
and so he after he called me, he blocked me. So I couldn't call him back. And I was like, okay, we did. So then this when I went on a rant on Twitter or whatever. But
Yes, I
after
seen
that,
the rant, child.
Girl, rants, plural.
yeah, rants with an S.
For rants, plural. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a beef
Calling
that
people
started.
boring when she was a tree stump.
I just genuinely feel like, I don't know. I feel like Malik was like one of my good friends, and to feel like a good friend just, not a friend no more, that shit was kind of, like fake or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. Life goes on with or without.
Ooh, not Alex.
What the fuck? No. Keep going.
Oh shit! That bitch found his way.
Keep going.
Always.
Is that my
Wait,
turn to
Alex
speak?
is here?
Bitch, I love Alex.
Who
T.
did come on here?
Not his name, Alex.
She said she was gonna find a way.
I want hello. Anyways, I wanted to apologize to Derek for talking about his son or whatever, because that's not like me. Like, I ain't the type of person, but I was just in the heat of the moment, and I just didn't know what else to say about your ass, so I said your son. So, period, point.
Right, that's how it be. That's
Apology heard.
Gigi, is it my turn to speak, Gigi?
Damn.
Oh yes, most definitely, because I was just getting ready to get into you. Go ahead.
Okay, so the thing that started it was, first of all, me and Raekwon would only speak on each other when we were not friends. Now, what Trey would do is every time we make up and we're cool, it kind of like it bugs him. It just like it ruffles his feather. So he's like always annoyed when he sees us like on good terms. Like he doesn't like to see friendships.
Wait, I have a question. How I
no, shut up.
happy
Shut
that
up.
my
It's
two
not your
friends
time.
became friends. That don't make sense.
It's not your time. I gave you a time.
What she said?
Anyways,
Calm down, Raekwon. Calm down.
so anyways, what?
Yeah.
Anyways, so he would just get upset about it, and then he would start saying, "But weren't y'all talking shit about each other yesterday? But weren't y'all doing this and this and this and that?" And it was just, it kind of seemed bitter to me. But hey, you know, whatever.
But Malik,
So-
okay, I also have a question for Malik and Raekwon. What was the tea on the country questions during game night?
Oh,
Those
girl, that was
were
coming from everybody.
Yeah, it was everybody.
I don't believe I
everybody.
asked anything about a question.
Who
country
asked
question,
about him
so
line
There
dancing
have been
to
more
Old
questions
Town
about
Road?
country before I started Black Country.
Okay, so Trey, do you personally feel as though those country questions came from Raekwon and Malik?
Personally, yes.
Some of them
But-
did. I'm not gonna lie.
Some of them was me.
Oh.
It was like,
Right.
that was
Let's
me.
own it now.
I mean, but at this point, Gigi, I'm at the point where I don't have to have friends to, you know, to go
It
through
wasn't
like.
anything shady.
like-
It was a game.
Oh, I'm
You
just
cannot
saying,
take it
I'm just
personal. It was
Raekwon, you
a
know me and
game.
you feel cool, but you just need to speak when spoken to because I'm not talking. Like you just keep
Are
butting
you crazy?
Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Somebody grab the cowboy hat and get her up out of here because she's
Anyway.
fucking mine, baby. She's there,
Oh
yo.
my
Somebody
goodness.
on your wide nose ass, bitch. Your big clown nose ass, bitch.
She's so
Just shut the fuck up.
mad.
wait.
She's so
I
mad.
thought y'all
Somebody
just.
go get her her
but-
yellow suit. She's so mad. Trivia's George. You so
You
mad.
know I'm not fucking mad.
Oh my god.
Anyways, like I
She
was
is so
saying,
crash. You're a crazy bitch.
you know I'm crazy, Raekwon. Stop acting
No,
like
you're delusional and a lunatic, bitch. Let's get it together because you're losing it,
bitch.
baby.
You're
He said,
Nobody
let's
come at
specify
you
which
like you're doing
crazy.
too much.
period.
You're doing
You
too much.
become from the-
You're doing too
Okay,
much.
you doing too much. I wasn't even talking to you. The
Okay,
conversation
bitch, I
wasn't
spoke
even
though.
about you.
Anyways,
But
what were you saying?
yeah,
On to the next question, please.
Well,
What, weren't you in the middle of saying something?
yeah, you said all you had to say? Because I just got some tea. That I feel like I
not
need
T
to
still
speak
rolling
on.
in.
Okay. So supposedly there was a little podcast going on with Anthony and Robert. Anthony, you recalled the podcast, right? All right.
Yes, that was like 2 days ago.
Now I don't know which one of y'all said it, but supposedly it was said, "Stop lying, felon, Mr. Inmate 187249.
Oh
Stop
man.
lying about situations. Stop exaggerating things, making them seem like things that they aren't, and
Oh
maybe you'll have
man.
friends. Stay humble, but instead you want to be messy with that UTI you're passing around to your roommates because we know you feel comfortable in the staying because your mama kicked you out. You're passing it around. That's false.
wow.
Was this
Sticking your
word
nose,
for
your
word?
2 cents in
It's word for word, man.
Bitch.
Call yourself loyal, child, please. Cash don't know loyalty if it hit them faster than the jail cell slaying right into
Oh
the
my
throat.
god.
What's that about?
That's a
Anthony?
read, bitch.
I was
Wait,
mad
not-
at you.
Not word for
That was a
word,
read.
bitch.
That was a
What's
read.
that about, Anthony? Give us some tea. Where's that coming from? Because the reunion
That
today
wig was
and 2 days ago
Oh,
was
huh.
That
very
wig was
recent.
tugged.
Baby,
I
there's
was
no
very,
wig.
I was very mad at Cash.
Oh,
Because
baby,
Cash
speak
called
your
me
piece.
on some bullshit. Cash called me about the episode and he wanted to blow it into proportion and not watch the episode. And I guess Malik told him something and he didn't watch the episode and didn't see what I said, and he just took it and ran with it. And so he pissed me off on the phone call, and so I went to go on the podcast and talk shit.
Oh, honey.
Let me make something clear.
Yes, let you make this shit clear.
As you should.
The felon jokes are old, tired, and dry. I'm not a felon. You would have to have a felony to be a felon, and I don't have a felony. I got into a fight, which most of you bitches have done before, and after I fought, I beat him up so bad. He pressed charges. I turned myself in, sat in a cell, holding cell for 2 hours, left that place, and it's not even on my record anymore. Y'all need to stop bringing up.
Come
I'm
on
not
with
a
your
criminal.
truth.
It's not even that serious. Like y'all
You
bitches
better.
are just doing the
Can I
most.
see the fight? I want to see the fight.
I mean, I don't have the video, but I mean, he was bleeding everywhere. I mean, if you bitches,
I remember
I
someone's
think,
hair was literally detached.
yeah, his dreads came out.
The girl
But
gave
I
damn.
think
Ooh.
that just should show you guys maybe you shouldn't keep fucking with me.
Oh,
That's
oh
all.
please.
Yes,
Ain't nobody scared
girl.
of
That's
you.
all I'm
That's
saying.
about
Ain't
to
nobody
stupid
scared of
here.
you.
No,
Anyway,
that's all I'm saying.
can I say
But
something?
I'm not
Because
finished.
that was
I'm
the
not finished.
thing,
I'm
girl.
not
You was
finished.
scaring us
I
all.
haven't had any UTIs. I don't know where the fuck that came from. My mom didn't kick me out of anywhere. I actually have my own money to purchase apartments and places to stay. I know a lot of you girls don't. But that's what you do when you're over the age of 18. Anthony literally was talking shit about me in a confessional. Malik told me about it, and I didn't watch the episode. I just went straight to Anthony and I said, "You're a fake ass bitch," and we got into
No,
it.
you said you're a weirdo.
No,
What did
you're the
Anthony
weirdo.
say about you in the
How is
confessional?
Cash a
That
weirdo?
He said that I
He's a
was lying and trying to get him against other people, which I wasn't trying to do. I was literally trying to be a friend to him. At least in my eyes, that's what I felt like. I was trying to be a friend. And it's just crazy because all these people have been coming at you for the longest. But the moment I say one thing to you, you want to make a whole podcast about me. Bitch, you are the weakest bitch
I
here.
brought
That's
everybody
crazy.
else got brought up too, so don't do it. Everybody else was brought up too.
Well, why you
but
had all
weren't
of that to say about me, but you ain't say all of that about
Everybody,
everybody
no,
else?
I said about everybody. Watch the podcast. Wait till Friday.
I'm not watching nothing. I'm just saying. You
well, if
better.
you said something about since you
Can
brought
y'all
that
send
up,
your reunion
I'll
list in
save
the
my
group chat?
question. I'll save my question, but let me ask you a question real quick, Anthony. Since you brought that up, you said something about everybody. Just tell us all what you said.
Oh,
Wait.
He about to be like, watch the podcast.
because we got time.
Right.
It was a Thorn and Rose questions, and they asked me about everybody.
Stolen from this reunion.
Child.
No, never mind.
Well, damn. Don't be telling them to see.
My bad. I never did, but never mind. My bad.
Okay, go ahead, Anthony. You can finish.
So it was Robert, the podcast person, asked me about Roses and Thorn and told me, tell me about everybody, say something about everybody. And I said everything. I said some positive things about everybody. Only one person I didn't. And Cass, I did something positive to you, but that negative post was posted.
Mm-hmm.
I said you were a good friend. I said you was.
Ooh, that's
Well,
scandalous.
at least you acknowledge that because I feel like I'm loyal to a fault when it comes.
I said Derek was a nice person at first. I said
Thank you.
Stop his mouth. That's all I said.
Well, thank you. Now, my next question is: you and Cash were friends before, like y'all were friends, like you said. Cash brought you into this, like y'all were friends. When you went on that podcast and you said all those things about Cash like that, you didn't think to yourself that was your actual friend before you said those things? Because I know that if I was to fall out with like Malik or somebody like that, regardless of what it is, I'm not going to get on something national or like online and air out everything I know or everything I think I know about this person.
And I feel like a lot of people have this issue. They feel as though, oh my God, this is a Twitter show. I want to show off, so let me go hard, regardless of the fact that used to be your friend. And I'm not coming at you, Anthony.
Yeah, just anybody.
Go ahead.
Thing that happens, but I'm speaking in general because this shit has happened before.
Period.
I even felt like that little whatever happened between me and Anthony, it was not warranted for him to do all of this. It just goes to show he was not really my friend anyway. Like
no, I was just pissed off.
I feel like this friendship was
this
friendship was very one-sided, and I think everybody can agree to that. I'm never gonna be that loyal to anybody again, and that's just all that's all I'm gonna say about that.
We good?
Yeah. We
Well,
good.
Is this almost done?
Good, Anthony. You don't? Do you have any? You are you just washing your hands of the situation?
Yep.
And that's on period. Moving on. So, Malik and Vic shook our screens with their on again, off again, but not really off feud. So the ladies went at it every chance they could and ratcheted every event up. Before we start, Mallard, can you verbalize what your issue was with Vic? And Vic, can you do the same?
Well, Vic, do you want to start?
Vic ain't here. Vic left like 30 minutes ago.
What?
Yes,
My girl packed her bang up and left.
Yes, she left, sweetie.
Okay. Well, Malik, what's the tea?
Okay, so I just texted him to come back, but I'll start regardless. I feel like, well, we've all been saying to Vic, you know, since season 1, like, girl, bring your A game, bring this, that, you better read the girls, you better do this, better do that. And so he always says he would, but he never does. So this season, he finally decided that he was going to. But his wires were crossed or something. I don't know what was going on because he kept attacking Cash every time. He just kept attacking us. And
that's what the girls do for some reason.
It was weird. So my thing was this. Vic would, when we were alone, when we were having a separate conversation, me, him, Raekwon, he would be the best bitch you ever want around you. We come on camera. And it's suddenly this bitchy persona that is just like all over the top. Like, it's just like, girl, calm down. Anything I say, it's like, there's not a second of break. The bitch will just respond quickly with something like with an attitude and just nasty. And the second I say something bad, it's like, why are you being offended? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?
Cash, girl.
Who tried it?
Well, my bad. I'm watching the video. My bad.
Girl. So the ghetto. But basically it was just everything I say, everything I do, it was an issue, but he kind of just started to slide other people because Derek, you'll always have an issue when I use you as a reference points, but I'm still gonna do you anyways. Every time Derek said something to him, he was not after the first night, after, you know, he got his wig a little tugged around the room. He was not saying nothing to Derek.
Riley turned 17 today.
But every time I say something, it was always an issue. So it kind of just like a mixture of just fakeness and showing out for the camera, showing out for the group. It was just a lot to deal with.
Right. Now, Cash and Malik, y'all basically came together and decided to, I guess, give Vic intervention in Bora Bora. Like, how did that whole situation come about? Like, what gave you guys the motive to want to talk to Vic?
I just knew Vic wasn't very stable at a certain point. He did voice his like online that he was feeling kind of depressed, and he did go into a house for depression and stuff like that. So coming into this group, I knew him lashing out and doing all of that. I thought he has to be influenced by people in a negative way. I understand standing up for yourself, but to that extent, it's too far. Like, that's not how you operate in the real world. I know this group is very ghetto. You guys think that's cute, but that's not okay. Like, in the real world, you don't actually carry yourself that way. So I just wanted to make sure my friend was good.
I just joined what Cash was saying. I wasn't like preparing that.
Period.
Ooh, child. I ain't know sis was going through all that. We gonna pray for my girl and her bang, cause child.
I wish she was here because I have something I would love to say, man. Whatever.
Ooh.
Exactly. Like, I wanted my sis to stay. Like, why would she ever pack the bang and leave?
Let me call this bitch.
Yes, get my sis back. But if Vic can't come back, we're gonna get into Raekwon.
Raekwon gone, girl.
Raekwon did 10 minutes ago.
Oh my God. My bitch did too. What's going on? Y'all are ruining my show.
When y'all got cool.
Like, what the fuck? I still have so much more to ask Vic. Ugh. Throw the whole bitch away.
This was a lot, like, for real. This is too much. Like,
I need my sis back though, because I want to know some of these questions.
At least it didn't get that ratchet.
Right. This was cute. I was feeling it.
Yeah, I can't wait till the new girls come. I'm sick of these bitches.
Should we try to like wait, or should we just wrap up? Because it's literally like 4 more questions.
I think you should wrap it up. It's everybody keeps leaving.
I'm sorry. What happened?
We just gonna move on.
What happened?
We're going to chuck up a deuces to our departed sisters. And we're gonna keep the show on the road. That's what's going on right
No
now.
shade. I do feel like, yeah, we can hear you. No shade. I do feel like the EJ and Raekwon situation was very fake. I think their beef wasn't really real.
Damn, and we can't even ask these bitches to vouch.
Oh,
because they gone.
Excuse me. Here.
What happened?
Oh, okay. What?
She just put her head up.
Right. So, EJ, how do you feel in regards to what Cash just said about you and Raekwon being fake?
If it was fake, if it wasn't, it's none of his business. I mean, I don't talk to him. Why are you worried about what my beef is? Mind your
I
business.
just felt like it wasn't genuine. Like the way it came across.
Why are you worried?
The show.
Why
It's just an observation. But
it was on the show, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it was fake, but
okay. Why are you still worried about it? If it was, it was. Okay.
It was, but okay.
Okay. Well, even though our friends Robert and Anthony beat us to it, we're still gonna play Roses and Thorns.
Oh God.
Period. Rose being your best part of the season and Thorn being your worst. So let's start with Malik.
Rose. I'll say having Derek on the season, it took a lot of time to get this big bitch all the way over here.
No, let me tell you, because the girls don't like ATL.
Right. Oh, y'all remember Derek and Gigi got into it? Girl.
Hold on.
What?
Can we finish the question first? Okay. Anyways. Yeah, so having Derek be on the season is a rose for me. A thorn would have to be I'll say me and Raekwon embarrassing each other in the first episode, basically airing each other's business out.
Okay, Derek.
My rose is probably going to be. Let me think, cause Jesus Christ, I had so many up moments this season. To be honest, it's hard to pick from one. If I had to choose one, I would say it was definitely being able to just freely drag Malik with like no strings or anything. And it was a good time. The thorn of the season, I would say, was probably the situation that I had with, I'll say maybe Vic. I don't like feel bad about anything that I said, but I do think that
you should.
Not you should.
Okay, I don't feel bad about the things that I said, but I don't like that the situation happened the way that it did. But I am glad that Vic and I were able to get over that. We're in a good space now.
Period. I've never known you to have a body.
You like it.
Unlock the thing because
now
Vic are trying to get back.
Yeah. Okay.
Anthony, your turn.
My rose would be actually being mature and like walking away like from situations, even though like you guys thought like I was being pussy. I was actually walking away because usually EJ and Cash know I go to 100, so I didn't want to go back to my old ways, so I just removed myself from situations. My thorn would probably be actually believing everything Cash said. You know,
you didn't even believe anything I said.
I just think I should have came better, like a better approach to everybody instead of jumping the gun and coming at everybody.
Don't blame me for that. I ain't have you coming at Derek and Malik. Came at Derek and Malik on your I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna say, okay, you know what? Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. I have one. I'm gonna say it. I don't care if you think I'm worried about you. I'm gonna say it anyways. I don't feel like you carried yourself as a mature person this season. That's just my opinion because. First of all, having just blow up on people every time someone speaks to you is literally, first of all, rude, second of all, immature, and third of all, just like bitchy. Like, it was all unnecessary, I feel. And I don't feel like we should have had an issue ever, but it was your immaturity that led us to have an issue because you couldn't even handle a question.
Anyway.
Look, it's showing. It's showing.
Like you did a whole season You said anyway the whole season. You talked shit about us on Twitter and in the group chats, but not on camera. And then you came back in the reunion and you said anyways again. So basically, why are you here? I'm confused.
Girl.
You're not
Anthony,
displaying real or a why right now.
A question we all want answers to.
Anthony, you gonna clap back? What's going
He has
on?
anyway.
He gonna finna pay it.
I don't need to clap back at anything.
Oh, girl.